itself on camera. I can see that I had a root canal done today. Mirror. About a week ago, no, maybe 2 weeks ago, I noticed a bit of puffiness. Well, not puffiness so much as sensitivity in my cheek. Like I would touch it and it would feel like I had been punched, like like a bruise or something like that. And I thought maybe I'd walked into something without remembering, and I didn't pay much attention. And then yesterday, uh, I noticed with my tongue on the inside of my mouth, there was a hole in my tooth. I could feel it. Oh, it wasn't there before. And so I figured, well, those two kind of things together, and I had the day off, had the week off actually. I'm going to find a dentist and go have this checked out. Well, Google Maps, I looked for the dentist office that got the most five-star reviews in the 2 mile radius, and found one over on 42nd Street and 61st. And I went there, drove through the flooded streets of Mandalay. It's been raining all day, so driving through 4 feet of water. And the dentist was closed. A little sign out front. In Burmese, I couldn't make up. I could make out 4th of October, which I assumed meant closed until the 4th of October. So I look on the Google Maps again, and there's another place just right around the corner off of a main street called Ocean Dental Care. Fitting name for the kind of streets I was going through. I went there, and boy, it was state of the art. I can't believe what dentists can do nowadays. Like the x-ray. I had it done within minutes of getting there, and I didn't have to go into a different room and hold still and have this thing point at me and have everyone leave the room except for me to be radiation dosed. The doctor just kind of like as part of his equipment in his regular accoutrement at his dentist chair. And he said, x-ray. And he took it. I mean, aren't you going to leave the room? He looked at me like I was weird. And then he showed it an instant later. It's on the computer screen right there for me to see. And it's just no developing or anything like that. Later on, we're trying to decide what to do, and let me get another look at that. The second X-ray, like that, super fast. And the dentist spoke English very well, but one disturbing thing and one interesting thing, while he was doing the root canal, he kept saying things like, making frustrated noises, and saying things like, "I can't see it. Why isn't it there?" And saying these things in English, which was not his first language, but the kind of frustrated sounds people make when they're doing anything complicated that isn't quite working the way you hope it would. But that's not the kind of thing you say in front of your patient in a language I can understand. And then he explained to me that, it's because you're a foreigner, because you're a Westerner. I've had usually Myanmar teeth. They've only got about 4 millimeters, five most of enamel of corona of tooth that you have to drill through to get to the root, which is what a root canal is all about. Here's 6-7 centimeters, no, 6 or 7 millimeters for foreigner. If your teeth, like, I got to cut it. That's not normal. Uh, yeah, okay, six. I got a 6 millimeter versus your 4 millimeter. um, they drilled 2 canals. Before we were trying to decide whether to just cap the hole and hope for the best, or do a root canal. Now, I've never had a root canal. It's one of these things that we hear about our whole lives, but as being synonymous with something that's painful and unpleasant. I'll get a root canal. What is a root canal? Well, the doctor thought about it, trying to explain it in English, and he says, well, I'll drill a hole through the teeth to reach the root of the tooth and get out all the necrotic, I think that was the word, non-viable, something like that, material stuff, and clean it out and get at the infection that's in there. Okay, so you're going to drill a canal to the root of my tooth. Yes, that's took an hour to drill 2 roots. There's 2 canals, and now tomorrow I have to go back for another, because I guess my 7-inch massive foreigner enamel Corona burned out the machines. I don't know. Certainly didn't smell very good. And you know what? It didn't hurt. It's kind of unpleasant now, but at the moment, just inconvenience. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. And I end this thing.